Welcome back, St. Vincent and Grenadines. The time is now 9:20, and it's our Talk to Me segment. It's that time of the day, our open forum. It's that time of the day where you call in, you state your grievances, what's bothering you, what's on your mind. You let us know, and we discuss it here this morning at WFM on Activated Mornings.
I have a small grievance, man.
Let me tell them the number first. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp. We're live on Facebook and Instagram at WFM99.
Yes, I have a small grievance, especially at Christmas time. When you see these small businesses take the time to make the investment in their product and service, and they put a price to the products, just pay them. Don't try bid them down. Because when you go to those places that offering, when you go on Amazon, you don't bid down nobody. Don't bid them down.
I think
You either pay or go somewhere else.
I think the problem is that there's a face that with the small business is more relatable with somebody that you see every day. So you feel more confident trying to bid them down as opposed to a big company where you don't even know who is the head of the company. It's almost like you're speaking to a robot. So whatever they tell them, you accept it, as opposed to somebody you see every day or somebody you could relate to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the issue.
Shop somewhere else. I think sometimes some people just don't respect small business owners. They don't respect creatives, so they think that they could go home and do it too. I'll go home and do it too. Even in terms of like baking, the cost of goods right now to bake, ice and sugar. Well, I don't think flour has gone up that significantly, if it went up at all. I can't remember. I think there was a conversation about flour some time ago, but ice and sugar. But oh my gosh, don't even talk about butter. Butter. I remember in the very beginning, a few years ago, the Blue Band margarine was $3 and change. Almost doubled. Almost doubled. Somebody's baking. What do you expect the end price to be? Go and bake it yourself if you can't afford. Some people can't even afford to run the businesses anymore because the cost of the goods is just too high. And that's unfortunate. So if you can't afford it, go somewhere else. Buy a cake and ice it yourself.
Well, as you know, what's on my mind is this story on Eyewitness News about Colin John's appointment as magistrate being investigated. So I'm just going to read quite a bit of it because I think it's a very interesting story.
Quite a bit?
Quite a bit of it. St. Lucia-based Judicial and Legal Service Commission, the JLSC, says it will investigate further concern raised by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bar Association about the appointment of former Commissioner of Police Colin John as senior magistrate. John, 55, who obtained early retirement as police chief in August, was appointed senior magistrate effective December 1st. He is also a former assistant director of public prosecution. On November 30th, one day before John was sworn in, the SVG Bar Association wrote to the JLSC, placing on the record its concerns about the appointment. In response, on December 6th, Jody Ann Masters, how you pronounce S-I-N-G-H? Singh. Jody Ann Masters Singh, secretary to the JCLC, writing on behalf of Chief Justice and Chair of the Commission, Dame Janice Pereira, said the commissioner noted that the concerns and intends to investigate the matter further for a suitable resolution. I'm quoting her. She said, to that end, the commission will be liaising with the Public Service Commission in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, from which the commission received the recommendation for Mr. Colin John's appointment to the post of senior magistrate, Master Singh wrote. She said the commission appreciates the sensitive nature of the Bar Association's concern and accordingly would require time to conduct its own investigations. Once those investigations are complete, the Bar Association will receive a more detailed response from the commission as timelessly as possible. In her November 13th letter, Charlene M. Barnwell, president of the SVG Bar Association, said John's then impending appointment was of deep and urgent concern to the bar. She said the Bar Association was only reliably informed one day before her letter of John swearing in the following day. Among the concerns that the Bar Association raised was that John is the immediate past Commissioner of Police who served in that position from December 31st, 2018 to August 31st, 2023, sorry. The letter goes as on record saying, we estimate that over 95% of criminal matters brought in the magistrate's court involve the commission of police as complainant. Given the delays in the system, most of the matters brought over the last 4 years will still be pending, Barnwell wrote. She said the public, like many members of the bar, carry the perception that the magistrate's court is a police court. This impending appointment will further cement that perception, Barnwell said in the letter, which stated that 2 out of the 4 sitting magistrates are former senior police officers, both of them whom are male. The letter is quoted as saying, Mr. John's impending appointment means that 3 out of 4 sitting magistrates will be male and former senior police officers. Barnwell noted that Magistrate Bertie Pompey is a retired Deputy Commissioner of Police, and John Balla, who was appointed to the magistracy in June 2023, is a former Assistant Superintendent of Police. As you may be aware, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently experiencing an unprecedented surge in crime. Currently, there are 50 recorded homicides at the public perception, and the public perception of the police and policing is at an all-time low, Barnwell wrote. Well, I already said a mouthful, so I'll just end there.
But this is so plain. This Barnwell, a former senator, you know what I mean? You know, there's been a change in the leadership of the Bar Association, and clearly everyone could see this for where it's coming from. The solution is for Colin John to change his sex. Is that it? The suggestion? You know what I mean?
That's what you gathered from this?
Because he's not, if he was a female, it would be okay.
That's what you gathered from this?
That's one aspect I got from this.
Okay.
If he was a female, it would have been okay. And the fact that basically he's a former policeman, but at the same time, we're having unprecedented surges in crime and so forth. Some people say, yeah, that's a good idea, but I don't see those particular links. You know what I mean? In other words, because there's a surge in crime, therefore you need some tough people who will be tough on crime. You know what I'm saying? Some people would think that way. But I'm not sure what she is actually putting forward. So she's making some statements and being critical of Colin John, that he should really go somewhere else and rest, or maybe there should be a 2-year period, a 3-year period or something before he could basically become a magistrate. When she's pointing out there's been precedents with Bertie Pompey and Balla and other things like that. So I think she's suggesting that the precedents should change, that instead of males, there should be females. So she's trying to accomplish too many issues at the same time, in terms of my view.
No, that is not what I gathered from this. Number one, what I gathered from it, she seems to be saying that the magistracy, I say that's right, seems to be male dominated at this present time. There are 4, and 3 out of them are male. So if we want there to be equality in the legal system gender-wise,
a female should be appointed.
So you should also have a...
And if there is no female readily available, therefore...
There are female... I know persons who are applying for this magistrate position and have not heard word. Accomplished lawyers, female lawyers who apply for this position and there's no word. So I could see what she's saying.
I see. Okay.
And they're not just lawyers under this particular party on both sides. Both the ULP and the NDP, there are lawyers trying to be magistrates, female lawyers trying to be magistrates. So she does have basis for the sex argument. Secondly, if the public perception of policing is at an all-time low, persons don't have faith in the police, then persons will feel uncomfortable going before the court and having to face a former police officer, was a commissioner of police. And what she's also said...
No, I'm missing that. If persons don't have faith, I thought that wasn't what she was putting forward. I think she's putting forward that there's a surge in crime, right? And therefore, she's saying that this is the wrong choice because there's a surge in crime.
She said, the public, like many members of the bar, carry the perception that the magistrate's court is a police court. Where is the surge in crime comment? Yes. As you may be aware, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is currently experiencing an unprecedented surge in crime. Currently, there are 50 recorded homicides, and the public perception of police and policing is at an all-time low.
Right, Harry. So,
Mhm.
so therefore, it should be somebody who's not connected with the police should be that magistrate.
I could tell you,
Yeah.
I went before Magistrate Borty Pompey as well as...
Be very careful what you say there.
No, I went before Magistrate I
went.
went before Magistrate Borty Pompey as well as sat in court and watched him proceed over a number of cases in Magistrate's Court.
Yeah.
And a lot of people coming into the court, myself included, felt very uncomfortable because it seems as though he would have been on the side of the prosecution, which in the Magistrate's Court are police prosecutors.
Okay, but I'm saying to you that if it is cited that there's a surge in crime.
Hold on. Pull up your...
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
If there's cited there's a surge in crime,
Mhm.
and that one has to deal with it, it's either you put in somebody who is distance aware and who is going to be fairer and more lenient to the criminal, to the persons accused and so forth, or as opposed to someone who's going to be tough on crime. That's the point I'm making. I think that there is a view that they want persons to be tougher on crime, as opposed to what's being suggested there by you, that there need to be a softer approach so that the public...
I don't think it's a softer approach.
So that the public could come forward and give more evidence because they have greater confidence.
That's not what I gathered from it either.
I was getting that from you.
If persons are saying that if the public perception of police and policing is at an all-time low,
Yeah.
then that means that persons don't believe that the police are tough on crime. That also means that persons don't believe that they'll face justice, because before it reaches to the court where you expect the police to step in and deal with matters haven't been dealt with. And that is why we're now at what, 52? 53? Where we at, Christal?
Hi.
I think we're at 52.
Yes.
Now, what's very important, what Mr. Delplish said otherwise this morning was...
It's interesting, you know. We're blaming the police.
We're not blaming the police.
Other person, not you, not necessarily you, but
Okay.
we are blaming the police. They're the cause. They're the reason why.
Nah,
I think it could come across that way. The inability of the country to be able to stop the guy, I think, goes far beyond what the police. But I think people do want the police to be tough. I don't think they want a much milder approach. Somebody who's going to give the criminals a fair justice. They want fair justice, but I think they want people to be tough. That's my impression.
I think persons want more from the police, especially with the rise in
I think
crime.
not only from the criminal police, they also want from the court. They want people to be tough. They don't want somebody commit a murder and get 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They want something tough. So we're talking two aspects. There's the police, and then there is the court afterwards. We see CSI, we see all these things. We see the police on one hand, the investigators, and then we see the lawyers, the prosecutors, really to get things through. And then the court itself as a separate entity, that particular judgment. I think it is really unfair in a country like St. Vincent Grenadines to say that Colin John, a notable individual who's been a deputy assistant DPP, a commissioner of police, he knows the law. He would know the law. And he's not worthy as somebody else who's better than him or so forth, or more deserving than him, and should cool out maybe in Anguilla or some other place like that for a while.
I said this on Activated Mornings, that I do think that Colin John is capable and qualified for the job. I did say that. But this point that she makes here was at the forefront of my thought. And Christal could testify, I've said this numerous times, where it's quoted that she said, we estimate that over 95% of criminal matters brought in the magistrate's court involve the commissioner of police as complainant. Given the details in the system, most of the matters brought over the last 4 years will still be pending.
I think that was dealt with. Delplish and so commented on that.
Yes, but
called
Delplish is one aspect.
I agree. But to disqualify him, he pointed out
I'm
that
not disqualifying him.
he pointed out that certain things used to be in the Queen. The Queen wasn't the one who will come and answer charges.
I would love to hear from
A
somebody
diplomat.
in the DP. No, not what
No,
other person
I
is
think-
valid, but I
think-
want to hear
I
from
think
other
that
lawyers.
I think Barnwell's position is tainted. That's my position.
And I agree with that, given
Yeah.
given her political stance.
Yes,
it could
yes.
seem that it's a
It's
ULP NDP thing. But I do
It's
think that
tainted.
facts here that I'm reading is valid. The points here is valid.
She brings up decent points, but I don't think they connect.
Hmm.
I don't think the points connect. Because Colin John can't, if he's qualified, he can't change his sex, therefore, to become qualified. You know what I mean?
You kind of can. But
But not a Colin John.
It's
He ain't gonna do
2023.
that.
It's 2023. You
Anything
can do
is
anything.
possible.
You can do
let me
anything.
just say,
25
right?
years old.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines is such a small country. Everybody is connected to somebody. At some point, you're gonna have the same argument with other people,
Cousins from the same village,
right?
from
Like,
the same
oh,
church.
but maybe the difference is the degree of conflict of interest. And I'll say it that way
Ah.
because
I ain't doing nothing in the life running.
just making sure. So we're gonna give away something really quickly. If you've won before, you can't win again. And this time it's from Massey Stores. It is the giveaway is Fine Soaps. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I've tried it and I like it. Fine Soaps, they originate from Trinidad and Tobago. They come in like lavender and berry tea, oats and turmeric and mandarin orange, and coffee with cold pressed
Chocolate.
coconut oil. Coconut oil.
Yeah.
All really nice, right? Now, all you have to do is call us 457-9997 or drop a comment on the Facebook or drop a comment on send a message on WhatsApp. The first person that we see come through, you're going to win. Question is, how many Massey stores are there, and list them. For a giveaway this Christmas, Fine
Right.
Soaps.
I wish I used to get them question.
You want the soap? If I
I
could
want the
have called.
Oreos. I want the Oreos. But
You
yes,
get Oreo.
what was it? It was soap and what else?
Fine soaps. Okay, so it's different things. So today it's Fine Soaps.
Okay.
Right? If you win today, you cannot win again because we want everybody to get a little something for the Christmas season. Okay.
All right. The number to call 457-9997. Also the number to WhatsApp, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube. So again, the question is,
How
what?
many Massey stores are there and where are they?
Okay, is where are they? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're easy. They're easy. Come on.
All right. So while we wait, there's a comment here on the live. If we couldn't trust Colin as a commissioner with many good reasons, how can we trust him in a more powerful position to continue his questionable behavior?
Who can trust him? I mean, that individual. I mean,
I think they're speaking for Vincent Shons on a whole, because if you remember, the Colin was criticized a lot during his tenure as commissioner.
Who isn't criticized?
But
What commissioner isn't
that
criticized?
really
Yeah.
to trust. I mean, to trust. Oh man, you know, your life, your personal life, and so forth is scrutinized, and so I've been a politician. You get scrutinized
Mhm.
upside down.
Okay,
Whereas the individuals who doing the same, so go ahead.
So yeah, call.
Hello, good morning. Do you have the answer?
For Massey store,
Yes, please.
three Massey stores.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they?
Stony Ground,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Annisvale, and Kingston.
All right. Congratulations. May I have your name, please?
Rhonda Cummins of Green Hill.
RHONDA
Yes, please.
Cummings of Green Hill. All right. Congratulations. Enjoy your soap. Now, you have to collect at the Massey Stores branch in Kingston, right? That's close to NIS. Walk
Okay.
with your ID and collect between 8 and 4. All right.
Today or tomorrow?
From today, I believe. They should be ready. Yeah, man. They're ready. Or you could go
All
from
right, thank
tomorrow
you.
to be safe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're welcome. Congrats.
All right. Then.
All right. Stay tuned for more. We've got in in the businesses that are giving away things that we're giving away on behalf of, So we've got Better Brands distributors, the Better Brands, let me get the names. Frank B. Armstrong, Better Brands distributors. Massey Stores Limited, we have Log Enterprises. The one from Log Enterprises will come later on today. We have St. Vincent Brewery Limited. We also have Facey Trading. All right, so a lot of great stuff. And we're running this through for 2 weeks, this week and next week. So if you missed today, there's always tomorrow. Okay, something for everybody. All right, that's it.
Okie doke. So the time is now 9:40 and it's time for Community Dateline here at WEFM.
WEFM